What's going on, guys? It's your boy Skate, and I'm back bringing you this 115-3 on the map. Only use me raid with the only use me PDW with the only use me fast mag and silencer attachments. Today is a pretty beast gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. It's beast a little bit, you know. It's all about making wise decisions, and that's really not what I did this game, because if I did, then this could have been a pretty high flawless gameplay, and it would have been way better than 115-3. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, is making wise decisions in this game and in life in general, you know. In this game, it's all about decisions, you know. When you have your VSAT and you see that the whole enemy team is like right there in front of you, as you can see right here, I went behind every last one of those guys so I could kill them. You know, when you have your VSAT, don't try to just run face up just because you know which way they're facing and which way they're going, you know, because at any time your hit detection can fuck up at any time, and that's just a death for you because you decided to run head up, and running head up is not really a good decision in this game. And I ran off at the very last second of that, and that's really bad. But like I said, when you have your VSAT, try to flank them. When you have your VSAT, you can take the long route. Take the long route. Your VSAT lasts about 45 to 50 seconds. And if I'm not mistaken, it's about 45 to 50 seconds. And it's not going to take you a whole minute to get to the other side of the map, unless it's like Turbine or something. Like Turbine, yes, it will take you about a minute to get to the other map without lightweight. And that's the reason why I could not pull off 100 kills with a tight 25 on that map, because I got stuck at 99 and everybody was on the other side of the map. But when you, like I said, when you have your VSAT, just take the long route. Like, don't worry about taking the long route, like, oh my God, it's gonna take me forever to get to the kills. But once you get there, you are behind them. They will not see you, and that's basically a rape session, literally, because you're shooting them all in their back, in their buttholes and all of that. So it's make it easier for you guys to get your score streaks. And as you can see, that's basically what I did a little bit. As you can see, I try to rarely ever run by that car, because every time I try to get on that car, I die by a faggot sitting over there with a target finder. And when you're in a garage on this map, the team rarely ever thinks to look in the garage, because they don't think anybody's going to be over there, because that's where they're spawning. And that's another thing you have to do, is know the spawns. You know the spawn, you'll be fine, because you know where the team is spawned, you know which way to look, you know where to look, and you don't have to really worry about anybody being behind you. And basically that's map knowledge. You have to get your map knowledge and all of that. You get your map knowledge, you'll be just fine, you know. So basically, pay attention to the maps and pay attention to the spawns. You know, like when you get your VSAT or your UAV, whichever one you may be running, you may be running non-lethals or whatnot. Whichever one you may be running, you know, you could really pay attention to the spawns. Pay attention where they're spawning to. That way you're learning the map, you're learning the spawns, and it's gonna help you out dramatically in the near future. And right here, you see me, I'm really just playing defensive right here. I don't want to die before the end of the round, you know, even though I do, spoiler. But that's really what you want to do. You want to try not to die and all of that. So when you do die, wait, I didn't die at the end of the round. I died in the second round by some bullshit. Watch this. He threw the frag grenade at my teammate that he seen run in there, and my teammate died, and then I died by his frag grenade, which killed a lot of momentum. And that's another thing that this game is about. It's all about momentum, keeping your momentum. You keep your momentum, you do very, very well in this game, because when you have your VSAT and you just keep getting the kills from your VSAT, your teammates getting VSAT assists, and it's stacking your score streaks. And that's another thing that this game is about stacking your score streaks. You stack those score streaks, constantly getting the VSAT and getting your VSAT, and then calling your dogs or your swarm in, you know. Maybe you call both in at the same time because you've gotten a lot of kills, or your team has gotten a lot of kills. And this is not a wise decision by me, once again, not a wise decision. That's the reason why I've died in this game so much. I don't make wise decisions. But now I'm getting wiser at the game, so I'm going to get pretty beast gameplays now. Well, more beast gameplays, you know, better than my highest amount of kills, you know, 135, which is my highest amount of kills. And as you can see, that's kind of not of a wise decision. That's just bad aim on the enemy part, because I was in front of all of those guys. And as you can see, they have nowhere to go except for the direction that I was facing. And luckily, I did not die. And now that they're not looking my way, I'm actually getting the chance to get those kills, you know. So I get my kills, you know, getting close to my next score streak. And pretty much that's gonna help me get back to my score streaks. You know, them VSAT assists. Like if you have a team that actually gets kills without the score streak, that's the thing. Like you probably wonder, like, if I have my VSAT and somebody gets a kill with a score streak, it doesn't count as a VSAT assist. Sadly, I mean that's very irritating in my part. I mean, still a VSAT up. They seen it on the lightning strike or the hailstorm or whatever. So I mean that should still give it to you, but it doesn't. So you just, like, if you have a team that gets kills with the VSAT up, then that's gonna help you out a lot, well, very dramatically, you know, because those 10 points are gonna add up, because the VSAT is a 1200 score streak and the dogs is a 1400, I believe, and the swarm is a 1500. Or I might be wrong. I think the swarm is a 17. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I mean the VSAT dogs and the swarm is not that far away from each other, and those 10, like 10. Alright, say this: you get 10 VSAT assists. That's 100 points, and 100 points goes a long way. Even though one kill, basically 10 people on your team, 10 kills on your team is one kill for you. So it's even better. And K9 kills are 15, and swarm kills are 15. So you add all those up, it's really basic, man. If you add all those up, and you really getting close back to your VSAT every time. So you also have to get kills, and when you capture the flag, by God, those 200 points come in handy every time. And I'm gonna have a gameplay on Plaza, so I can also tell you guys about that map, how to get a 100 plus fairly easy on that map. Well, getting your score streaks fairly early on that map, you know. So that's really gonna be a tip video. I guess I could give you guys some tips, you know, help you guys out some. And as you can see, this gameplay is coming to a wrap. This final score is 115-3 on the map. Only use me raid, only use me PDW, the only use me fast mag and suppressor attachments. And yeah, this is Skate, and I'm out. Peace.
Operation complete. Nice job, grunts.